Hi, this is Brandon with Android Device and Tutorials. Here I'm going to do a quick kind of how to make sure that your Galaxy S5 is in good condition if you've bought a used one. Of course, there are some things to look at without ever turning it on, like the condition of the phone. Is there any scratches, dings, things like that? The obvious. Although some of the things that may be less obvious that you may want to check that you quickly kind of get an overview. You can go to your phone dialer. And you can do *#0 *# and get to the LCD test. Now within here you can check different things like the colors on the device, make sure that there's no issues there. You can tap red and make sure everything is good. Tap it again, green, looks good, blue, looks good. Okay, then we're going to look at receiver. You hear that beep, means all's good. Vibration. You're going to want to feel that vibration. Next is dimming. It'll pretty much, you tap, it shows the dimming. Had some issues with it freezing. Let's see what it does. See, here it is with the bright colors. There it is dimmed. You keep tapping, nothing happens, so you got to go to the back button, tap it twice. Okay. Next is Megacam. Okay, this might be a little more difficult because it basically checks your rear camera. Let's turn it up, kind of basically look at the screen, make sure there's no real issues with imperfections, make sure the focus works, and in that case it does very well. No blurs, anything like that. Okay, now hit the back button again, bring you back to your LCD test. Next would be sensor. So let's tap that. Now you're going to look at these and you'll see the numbers changing and everything kind of going. Make sure none of these are just static. Make sure everything's doing what it's supposed to be doing. We can go ahead and hit back twice to get out of that screen. Then we have touch. Okay, now the touch screen takes a little bit more time because you actually have to touch the screen and highlight all these little blocks. And basically what that'll tell you is that the screen does not have any dead spots on the touch screen. Okay. Go ahead and do the whole thing just to... You could probably do it faster if you're not on video, but it'll end like this, and that means that you've touched every section. If you're unable to touch a section, it will not come back to this screen. Okay. Another thing to check would be speaker. As opposed to having to find music or anything, you can just tap it. And there it is. Tap it again to turn it off. Obviously sounds good. Speaker works well. The next one could be a front camera. Now I'm kind of off to the side so you can't see me that well, but here's the front camera. Same thing as the rear, just check for imperfections, make sure there's no issue with the the lens. Okay. Next, if you're interested in the LEDs, I don't really use them, but you can tap LED right here, and you'll see up top red, green, blue, done, or end. Now frequencies, to make sure that everything's working okay. The first one's very hard to hear. Younger people can hear it better, but okay, nothing that I can hear. There is a buzz, and I can feel a slight vibration. There you can hear it, and it's, So, basically testing the frequencies. You can test any of these other things as well, but those are the main things that you're going to want to test when you first get it. Next, what you're going to want to do, it works a little different than the S4, I keep forgetting. Next thing you're going to want to do is actually insert a SIM card. In the device, if it's a one that uses a SIM card. If not, there are a lot of things where you can take the data from About Phone on your device and plug it in to see if the ESN's okay. There also, you're going to want to once you've actually put a SIM card in or connected to your network, you're going to want to check and make sure that you can get data and that you can make phone calls. Checking data, you can just simply go to a browser and just check that way if you'd like. Other than that, you pretty much have device that's in pretty good shape. I'm sure I've missed a few things, but we have written articles on Android device tutorials that kind of explain in more detail other things you can do. I'll put that article in the description of this video so that you can go there and kind of see some of the things outlined that we may not have shown you here. Hope that helps when you're buying a used device, and if you have any questions, just let us know.